What's up, y'all? It's Dre back with another Persistent Progress video. Hope all y'all doing good and well, man. Staying healthy and blessed. Persistent Progress is about making yourself better any chance that you get, any type of way, any type of opportunity. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your family, doing it for your friends, any type of way that you can make yourself better for the whole as a community, or even just the people that you involved with at your workplace or wherever. It's about making yourself better any way possible, one day at a time. And that's what we're striving for. That's what we're trying to do and get to, and where we're trying to be at the end result is being better than where we started from yesterday. So, we're going on with videos. We always doing persistent progress movement. That's just passing on the blessings any way you can be that helping hand, helping someone else with positivity, creating a flow and the cycle, and just keep circling back around. That's all we're trying to do is constantly just have that helping hand going, closing that gap where that networking, where it's someone that you need to know to get you to that next place, that stepping stone. Well, that's what persistent progress movement is all about. And that's what we're here for, is to create that stepping stone for somebody who might not have thought they was going to ever get that. And you're that one, that blessing for them that kind of gets them to where they never imagined they would be. It's that one helping hand that you can kind of see in different people's success stories that they say they would never imagine of being where they are today if it wasn't for them. For example, right now, Jimmy Butler, if anybody's ever heard about his story, anything like that, he used to be homeless and stuff and all that. And one of his teammates' parents kind of took him in and kind of changed his whole life around. And he never expected to be in the NBA or where he was today, Olympic gold medalist and so forth. And, that old teammates, family members, and even that teammate, they were his persistent progress movement. They did the persistent progress movement thing, that stepping stone that needed to help him get to where he was, in which he never expected or imagined. Look where he is now. So, that's what persistent progress movement is about. You can always join on, get on board, and just be a part of it any type of way that you want. Just any type of blessings you can help give somebody with positivity for the kindness of your heart. That's what it's all about. And so going right now with this Month Strong challenge, I said in the last video, I'm working on learn my sign language and getting more aggressive with it, with learning it on a regular day basis, but not just learning it. I do one word a day, but also studying it. Where I'm reviewing my words constantly, just at least one day at a time. I'm reviewing it, but it's hitting every word. It's not just learn one new word and be done with it. So I'm reviewing all the words. So now that I'm going to be fluently able to comfortably speak sign language eventually is the end goal. So that's what I've been doing. So this is day 7. I've been reviewing every day like I said I would, as I've said before in some of my previous videos, that now I'm working on adding things to my agenda instead of subtracting for my Month Strong challenge, just to kind of put a twist in it for challenging myself. Going in forward with adding to my toolbox, as I mentioned in some of my videos currently, that I've been subtracting things from my toolbox, but steadily adding knowledge. So I've kind of been backing away from different type of business avenues I've been doing research on. I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of communicating, meeting with different people, talking to different people on phone call conversations, conferences, meetings, in person and over the phone, and just going from there for finding what information I can learn, where I can better myself and grow and see how I can help someone else's company or business, or how they can help me and so forth. Just what way we can network to make something happen. And so with doing that, from the financial group that I was being a part of to kind of help people get rid of debt and so forth, I'm stepping back from there because I went into it at least wanting to gain the knowledge of see where these experts are at, and which I did so forth. So my task at hand was truly accomplished. And now what I was able to provide to people while representing that group, I'm now still able to provide, because that knowledge that I gained is never lost. And I didn't lose anything from it. I just had to put a little time and effort into gain this information. And now I'm able to help my people regardless. That I don't need anything else to be done for me to furthermore learn this information. So it helped myself as for any type of financial things that I have going on in my life. Now I am more knowledgeable and aware, but now I can also pass on along that information and knowledge. So that was just one example. There's other things that I've been a part of for helping high school athletes, trying to get them recruited and stuff like that. I found out about a company like that does some type of resources and services, and I reached out to a couple of people, let them know what I was doing, what I was kind of looking to get involved with. And it turned out that it wasn't really right for me for the timing and what all they offer. I kind of want to do something different from it. But I'm constantly keeping my hands in different pots. I'm just moving around, shuffling things, because you never know what's best for you until you try a bunch of things to see what's right and what's wrong for you. So that's just what I'm doing. And at the end of the day, I'm still gaining knowledge, research. I'm constantly feeding my brain. I'm constantly training finding new ways to just grow in any type of way possible. So that's what I've been adding to my toolbox, really, that I can say has been the knowledge that all these different companies and just the experiences that I've been getting from talking and speaking and networking with these people, that I'm really growing on a business level as well as a intellectual level. So I definitely think I'm moving forward in that type of way of persistent progress. For as gaining that knowledge to a bunch of different things that even if it doesn't benefit me that much, it might be a benefit somebody else because now I know about it. I've know about different things for life insurance to financial wealth and debt and so forth, and with banks and everything like that. So going into it now, talking about it for my talks for today. Topic one is talking about stocks. I've been learning about stock options, dealing with calls and puts, and took a little bit of a loss here. I was definitely, as I mentioned in my last video, my buddies kind of gave me that motivation that I got to jump off into that pool. I can't just keep tippy-toeing if I really want to learn and take advantage of opportunities to grow. And so with doing that, I was doing pretty good. I was up, I was excited, I was happy about it, but I also took a loss here and there, and it was a loss that I've only would have learned the lesson from taking this loss because I was actually in the game. I wouldn't have learned these type of lessons that I just from the losses I just took if I was just still tippy toeing around that water. So I'm grateful for my buddy to motivate me to get in the game and get started, because now I can kind of get a true feel and get a hands-on understanding for what's going on and what I should have did better and how I won't make that mistake again. So learning lessons, like I said, it may be a loss, but it was more of a gain than a loss because I'm ready for next time for when situations like that come around, because I'm more knowledgeable and prepared than what I was if I would never jumped in the game. So I definitely think everybody should really be understanding and learning about money and how it works for dealing with banks and with their debts. So definitely understand for with your debts, understand that interest rates. I don't know who all knows about it for with credit cards and mortgages and loans for how it works, but always know always know your your interest rate. I mean, if it's an annual interest rate, monthly interest rate, understand the penalties that you have in place for with that and what you sign up and agree to, especially for kids that are going off to college and stuff like that, and they signing off on these student loans. That's one of the biggest things that's killing people right now. And it's because, teenage kids and we signing this contract, signing our life away basically, to getting these student loan debts, and they might not always need it because they wasn't in a strategic plan getting ready for this day when it comes as they signed up for these student loans. So definitely, if you got family members or even if yourself, that when you signing off on these mortgages or these personal loans, student loans, any type of loans, anything like that, to understand for what you signed up for the ins and outs and everything, because you don't have to rush. And the bank, they're they're in a way such a big of a shark that they're not gonna pressure you. They're not gonna push you because they know that majority of people gonna come back anyway. So it's like at least you can do it. They're not gonna pressure you. Don't even rush yourself into it. Take your time and see for what all you really getting yourself into. Understand it. Ask questions. Always ask questions. Ask it twice until you understand. Make them keep repeating yourself until you finally get it click in, because it's your money at the end of the day. You're gonna have to pay it back. So, it's good for you to understand and get that full quality conversation in, that they break it down to you so you understand it. There was a video that T.I. said, he was like that. I mean, everybody knows for how rich he is, and that he doesn't have more than $100,000 in the bank. And just in the sense that you got to understand what the bank does with your money. If you got $1 million in the bank, you can't just go up to Chase Bank, but hey, I want to withdraw $1 million. Come on, hand that to me. I'll sign off on my withdrawal slip. That's not how it works with the bank. So understand for as far as what the bank does with your money. When you work to go, you go give your time to get money to go put it into the bank for the bank to go give your money away to somebody else, and you can't even get it whenever you want to. So that's why you see a lot of these celebrities that own so much different things invested in, Kevin Hart and so forth, and Jay-Z, all these other people that kind of idolize for what they do and how they move as businessmen, because they didn't always start off as businessmen. And so understand for what is the best way to do with your money and how to invest and how to do different things to at least make your money grow, because you might as well invest it into something to create positive revenue and outcomes for you than just giving it to somebody else for them to go do what they want to do with your money. So definitely learn about some banks and stuff like that and how they operate with your money, as well as debts that you accrue. So I definitely want to mention on being more than just one dimensional. I took this note down just because I thought it was really important that you want to be as versatile as possible. Be open to change so you can always grow and expand. And like as you see trends, they be like, get you a man that can do both. One that can play sports as well as dress up in a suit, or one that got some they got street intelligence as well as school intelligence and so forth. Like, you want to be as versatile as possible because you're more marketable. You want to be marketable because, I mean, not in the sense that you want to be bought, but you want to be wanted. Everybody wants to be wanted because that's what's needed. That's what's you want to be a part of something. So definitely keep your market open for the value of yourself, that it can be just reach its full potential. I want to be able to do as much as possible. If I'm working on houses, I'm gonna be able to do the floors as well as be able to do the plumbing, as well as be able to do the HVAC and the roofing, all that. Because you know what that means? That means more money in your pockets. That they don't have to go look for other things. You know, when you got a handyman don't just be like, oh, I can only work on this countertop. I can't fix your door. No, you gotta make yourself as marketable as possible. So be more than one dimensional. Moving forward, that creates a better opportunity for yourself and for anybody else that's involved with you. Just like my own company, we more than one dimensional at Persistent Progress. We're as a whole open to any type of diverse way for being a business as possible. And that was the point of creating that, to understand that we don't know which direction that we're going, but we know we're moving forward. And that's the goal at hand, that we constantly moving forward. We don't know which direction, but we so open that you never know what life might brings us, but we ready for whatever comes our way. And with doing that, for being versatile and trying to get these different characteristics under your belt, so you can be versatile and open in more than one dimension. Enjoy the process of becoming better. You get these different challenges where you're trying to be more versatile, but it's a challenge. Challenges ain't always easy, but enjoy the process. Smile about it. Have that positive mindset and that open mind type of relationship with the challenge, because enjoying that process, it's going to come to a win at the end of the day. It doesn't always tell you in life or when your win is coming, but you know that each day that you're able to wake up and do it again, that you're winning. It might not have felt like a win, but because the battle was tough, but you know that you get an opportunity to keep moving forward, you're winning. You didn't take a loss. So definitely know that you should have that type of confidence that when you about to do something, that you're guaranteed to win as long as you try, because you're going to keep moving forward. You got that kind of mindset, I think it really changes the energy that you direct into whatever you learn in this process. And then at the end of the day, once you do receive that win and you felt that you win, the story that you're able to give back to somebody and tell them how you did it, what you went through, that's a bonus. That you was able to understand the process, what you went through, and how you did it, and how you can pass along to somebody else. That's a bonus on top of that. You actually did win. You know what I mean? So definitely appreciate the process and enjoy the ride, because I mean, it can be a long one or a short one, but it's all about for what you remember and how you felt about it going through it. It definitely makes you who you are at the end. And the last thing is, don't get caught up in the quantity and lose sight in the quality. So while as you learn all these traits and trades and being as versatile as you possibly can, don't get caught up in trying to put too much on your plate and not making anything a true masterpiece. It's like, if you could perfect something, definitely perfect your craft, and definitely make sure that you put in that true effort, and not just having a million things going on at once and all on poor quality, because then you're not really growing anywhere. You just stretching yourself too thin. So understand that you do got to have balance. So definitely, and that goes into anything in life that I'm speaking about, for its tasks that you might have around the house. If you start sweeping and then you stop sweeping to go start on the dishes, and then you go start on the dishes and the sink get full, water overflowing, but then you go stop and do that because you go change the baby's diaper, and now the baby running around the diaper, but you didn't put the clothes back on, so now the baby cold. You got too many things going on. So definitely, that goes in for with money. Just because you're a millionaire don't mean that $1 still is the same value what it was before. Keep that same value from when you first started to when you get going and really creating all these different versatile traits that you now have. Keep that value the same. Don't start doing too much and lose sight of the quality. Like Moneybag said, damn, Pam, you doing too much. So, you know what I mean? Keep that balance. Just keep it together. Be versatile as possible, but also have a limits to your means. I hope you have a blessed day. Stay tuned for more.